Welcome back to this week's edition of Modern Tech and Transformation. We have another new face this week, Amy Baxter. She has spent over a decade in the technology space and has a lot of insights of things going on in the marketplace. So Amy, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I came from the infrastructure disaster recovery, spent the last 12 years working here locally in Texas and surrounding areas, really specializing in helping clients understand their physical footprints, their cloud journeys, along with their telecommunications side of the team.
Awesome. So you talk a lot with companies about the challenges in, I'm going to use the blanket term, digital transformation. What are some common trends you're hearing as you talk to different enterprises and end users?
Yeah, so obviously we're in a data type of industry right now, or Mecca. So cloud was kind of the big buzzword probably 10 years ago started. Now AI is going to be the number one topic that most organizations are looking into. A lot of that is around understanding from each perspective what each company means when they say they want to implement an AI into their organization. Mm-hmm. A lot of what we're seeing is more towards automation versus true AI, so helping them understand what that roadmap looks like, and then being able to make sure that we are assisting them in their digital strategy and transformation piece of it, because if you don't have your format of your data correct, you're not going to be able to utilize AI successfully in your company. So we're in a cleanup phase right now. I'd say the majority of our clients are helping or asking us to help them clean up their data in order to phase 2 go into that true AI build out phase.
And AI is definitely something we talk about a lot. It's something we do at Resolve Tech Solutions. So it does not surprise me that a lot of people are talking about that and how to implement it in their industries. So you mentioned roadmap. What does that look like, and what is some advice you have for enterprises on this digital transformation journey?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said it really well when you say digital transformation is a very blanket type of term now. So modernization is kind of the forefront of that. We're seeing a lot of customers needing assistance helping figure out what that game plan and roadmap looks like. So whether that starts from having a clear understanding and vision for your company, what do you want to modernize in order to have a true business impact? And that takes several different factors. It goes from understanding what your team, so different departments buy in, making sure that you understand what each business unit requires and what their end goals look like. User adaptation is number one. I always say people are the X factor. So understanding and having proper training put in place for employees. If you implement technology that your end users are not going to utilize, you've sunk money that you're never going to get an ROI on. So user training, making sure that whatever service providers you choose have very easy interfaces is another one. And then also who you partner with. Understanding the different technologies out there is really important. Making sure that you're partnering with the right company who cannot just make tickets or take orders. You want somebody to help you walk through that long-term process. And I think that's where a lot of customers are missing right now is the strategies for long-term success, and then really creating a roadmap internally and making sure that you have the buy-ins from those business units, because they're going to be what usually you run into roadblocks on.
So you also mentioned AI along with the road mapping. Talk to me about some of the AI projects that you've been working on with clients.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of every client is going to have a different business scenario that they want to achieve with this. I mean, I think ChatGPT was like the kickstart for everything, which I'm a super big fan of. We've been working on quite a few different projects. One of the most recent ones was around a customer who had a call center that was looking to adapt generative AI into their call center to be able to help reduce costs. They have a 24/7 call center. It's medical industry, and they were struggling finding the right talent, especially for those nighttime and odd hour shifts, and then having consistency and be able to have proper data management come in for those orders. So we were working with them on a POC and demo to be able to have an AI back end not only communicate with the hospital, so whether that's patient username, what room they're in, to be able to place an order for a piece of equipment. If that equipment wasn't within a certain distance, then automatically be able to populate additional options for them and then additions to those options. So that was one piece of it, was order taking and recording all of that data and information. And then the other one was also for pickup. So possible to be able to say, hey, we have a bed that's available for pickup, and then the AI technology be able to not only communicate that within making sure it's the right patient ID, the right billing information, but also which loading dock would you like that on? Which floor would you like for us to send the movers to come and receive, and then be able to implement that back into their inventory automatically. So that's the most recent one. That was an exciting project that we've been going down the roadmaps with.
That sounds like a huge efficiency gain.
Absolutely. And for cost-wise, I mean, those are things that you can have a true cost ROI on. So you get to see the benefits as a company. You don't want to continue to build in technology that isn't going to be, again, used by your users. So how can the technology you're investing in have a true ROI on your business?
Absolutely. I totally agree. And to other women in technology, especially in the Houston area where we're filming today, what are some organizations you would recommend them getting involved in?
Yeah, absolutely. So I love to mingle. Being, in sales and working with clients and end users, I think it's really important to understand the societies that are around you. So one of the ones that I enjoy going to and have participated in for many, many years has been SIM Houston, whether that's the women's division or the main division. A lot of what we do, especially as being a partner of theirs, is give back to the next generation of IT leaders. So that goes with scholarships. They always do a lot of really great events here in Houston. Another one is Intellect here in Houston. So they are really focused on the integration side. Their primary is to do continued education, mainly in oil and gas and energy sector and telecom area. But for me, those have been the two that I really found the most value. I think it's important to get out and understand what your peers are doing, understand the new technologies that partners are bringing to the table in order for all of us to be much more collaborative. Because at the end of the day, customers aren't looking for, nobody can be everything to everybody in our industry. So understanding the technologies that our clients are having those skill gaps, and then being able to source and partner with companies who have like-minded values and structures in order to really benefit the client at the end of the day with a seamless transition from start A to B without them having to do the heavy lifting. So I feel like those organizations not only give back to our communities, but they really do focus on being able to connect with the best of the best when it comes to the Houston-based partners.
I love that you're so involved in the local Houston community. I think that just speaks volumes about your character, and Resolve Tech Solutions is really lucky to have you. Thank you for being on the podcast. And we hope to see you back sometime soon.
Yeah, excited. Thank you, guys.